Hello and welcome back to the BoozleBox and this Tekkit tutorial. Today we're doing a tutorial on how to make a hot air balloon. Thanks to all of the people that commented balloon on the BoozleBlock lift tutorial. That is one of the reasons I actually have made this, because I wasn't going to, because it was frustrating me. But I will always listen to your comments. So here we go. Let's see what's behind the question mark. And I've just noticed a load of random stuff has appeared in my inventory. Let's get rid of that. Okay, here we go. That's oh crap! No, that's the wrong. Oops. That was the wrong remote. That's that's that bang. I wanted that bang. No, not this. Oh God! I pressed a button. Wow, that worked. Okay, so might as well start it off with a bang, eh? That's a bad joke. Okay, anyway, here we go. So this is what is behind the sign. I'm glad I built that. I have a chest in here, as I normally do, which has all of the stuff we need in it. And then I realised I built it way too close to this large sign covered in TNT, and thought it needed to be protected. Anyway, so this is what we're going to need for the tutorial. We don't need that anymore. I'll just get rid of that, and we don't need that. We need support frames, frame motors, blue alloy wire, redstone torch, battery box, a wireless receiver, wooden panels, and wooden covers. I'm going to get that the wrong way round. Make sure you check which one I'm putting down. Right, this is a bit of a mess. We'll clean this up later. And oh my God, that's a lot of items. I do not want to go anywhere near that. Okay, hopefully that doesn't start lagging things. So this is what the balloon looks like. Obviously I've dissected it in two so you can have a look at the inside. It's a compact 6-way motor system. Goes north, east, south and west. That's right, nether, east, shredded wheat. Yep, just checking I got it in the right order. And it also goes up and down, so 6 directions. Up, yep, blah. There you go. It's fine. This was an old design of the actual balloon itself. It's kind of trippy inside. Whoa. Whoa, that makes my eyes hurt. But it was too big and it wouldn't work properly. So we're going to build the motor. So let's just get on with it and do it instead of talking. Okay, as normal, I've got my little plan in front of me, and I'm going to follow it step by step in layers. So, to start with, I've just got this floating block of stone, and this little solar panel array for when we need to charge things. So, I'm going to start by making a donut shape, our favourite shape here on the BoozleBox. And then another donut shape coming off this side, and another little ring, and another little ring. Oh, that's too far. Oh, that's the middle. There we go. So you ended up, you should have ended up with this kind of shaped thing. Now we're just going to put actually we'll do it this side, but we're just going to put a block about here, and this is just going to tell me that I need to look this way when I'm looking on my plan. Anyway, so we start with this shape. We're going to need to put covers and stuff on this, but we'll do that in a bit. So, out with the battery boxes. We're going to want to smother, this side like that, in that L shape, and put them on these frames here in that L shape. We're going to want 2 frames here and here, and 2 frames here and here. That's the same place? Yes. Good. Okay, and we're going to want a battery box hanging off the side here, and one hanging off the side here. Okay, so that is all the battery boxes on this layer. We're going to want to use a wooden panel, make sure it's a panel, oops, not that, here and here, and then put redstone torches on both the panels. We're then going to want to get out the motors, and these motors are going to do the north, east, south and west movements. So we'll just plop one down here, plop one down here, plop one down here, and plop one down here. Now they all need to be facing into the center. So make sure they're all facing into the center, because this is the direction they're going. The direction they're pointing is the direction they're going to make the motor go. Now we need to kind of go underneath, and we need to put another load in, like so. Oh, that's the back box. Like so, in the holes, and one here. Is the sun going down? No, it's not. It shouldn't be. I actually use Optifine's tool, where you can set the weather to only being sunny, so it's only sunny. Right, all the arrows pointing inwards, and that'll be cool. Right, now I'm going to not do the covers at the moment, unless it's incredibly important. The whole thing will need to be covered, but I'll do that in some kind of time-lapsey thing at the end. Otherwise, it'll take ages. So just plonk these on top of the frames. Now what this does is it creates this L shape, so the 2 frame blocks and the motor underneath. This motor will then push that little L out, and then this motor, when it gets the signal from the torch, will pull it back, or push it that way. So the whole thing kind of does like a caterpillar effect as it moves along. Okay, so that's that. Now I will actually quickly put the covers on this bit, just because I might forget when I do the covers. I probably won't, but you know, it's always good just to do it. So I'll just quickly do this. Next bit we'll be moving on to is kind of the lower bit. It's not that complicated. We've actually, bar putting down the receivers, which I'm about to do after I plonk down this last frame. The last thing we've got to do to make it go north, east, south and west is do the up and downy bit. So we'll put this in here, spin those round. Actually, if I look that direction, then you should be able to just plonk them down without having to spin them. And we'll set the frequency. So this one is going to be making it go south. So somewhere here should be the word south. There we go, big and bold so I can see it. This one is going to be going east. It's a really good idea to set Rev's minimap to the circle, and that will give you the north, east, south and west. I think it's Zan's minimap texture which I'm using. Now this one wants to be west, so right at the bottom, west, and I've forgotten, north. North, where's north? There's so many different things in here because of all the things we've got in the world. North, there we go. There we have it. Right, so they're all set. Lovely, lovely. Let's move on to the lower part. This is where it's going to make it go up and down, round and round. Woo. Okay, so we want a block here. We're going to get the panels out again, and we're going to get some wire and drape it down like that. Now, we're going to want to come down this side, and we've got some wire to put over here as well. So we're going to place a block here, put 2 panels, and some wire that comes down. We're going to want to get a battery box, place that there so the wire connects. Obviously, I don't know if I've shown you yet, there are solar panels on the top of the balloon, and that's where the power is going to get to the motor, because there's like little plugs in the top, and they all connect to these battery boxes, and that's how it gets power. But we need to send it down to the lower area. Right, so let's put some frames on the back of this. There's my block, just in case you don't know where the reference is, on this side. And we're going to want to put a panel on here and a torch. Okay, and this one, I'll just say now, this one will never need a cover on it. But I'll probably do that when I'm doing the paneling, not paneling, covering. The covering. Covers, panels, covers, confusing. Right, next layer. Frame. Battery box. A motor. Now, this motor is most likely going to be facing this way. Yep, it is. And in front of this motor, we're going to want a frame. Coming over to this side again. We're going to want frame, another battery box here. Frame here. And this motor is going to want to be facing inwards, like this. Or no, outwards. Yeah, it just said inwards because it's like in a cube. It's got to be facing outwards. Okay, and once again, the next layer, as we slowly work our way down. Frame here, battery box there. Another motor, this one's going to want to be facing outwards, like that. And then frame here, and frame here. Like so. Okay, and now we're going to go back over to the other side here, And on this side, we're going to want to put another motor in here. This one facing inwards, like that. Frame, frame, and another battery box here, like so. Now, the second to last layer is going to be a bit of a kind of C-shaped thing to here. It's kind of a C shape. And on this side, we're going to want to place this along like that. And then on that, we're going to want a panel here, a torch, and another battery box. The final battery box. And then at the very bottom, we're going to want to place 2 frames like that. There we go. And just quickly plonk those ones there. And now there is one last thing that we do need to do. But first we're going to cover it in. We need to place a frame here, but obviously we can't with these two bits because they will stick together without there being a frame. So I'm just going to quickly cover these over, make sure they don't stick to anything, because sticking is bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell you where to place these bits. Panel there, before I forget. Now you need receiver here and here, just before I go off and do manic covering. Okay, so that is is done basically by that one block. Just got to cover. Well, you should be able to cover absolutely everything in wooden covers now. But I just leave these holes free. You don't need to put covers in those. You do not want to put covers on this one, on that one, or on any of those 4. The reason we've got to cover it is because it needs to be able to slide into the balloon. Otherwise it would stick on the way in and we wouldn't be able to get it in there because it's quite a compact design. So I will see you in a little bit after I have covered the hell out of this thing. Well, I think, bar this bit here, I have got them all. You must make sure, bar the ones that I said you don't need to cover up, you must make sure you've got them all, otherwise things will stick to each other when they move, and bad stuff will happen. Okay, so now we need to do one more thing before I forget. We need to spin around these frame motors so they're not all facing in the same direction. This side, this frame motor, is going to be the down, so they need to both be facing down, which they should be. This side, they both need to be facing up, so just click them twice and they should face up. You might need to knock a few covers off to just make sure. I'll do that now. Yeah, they're both facing up. So, cool, that should work. Now, we're just going to get this one in here. To do this, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to put a battery box in here. We're going to put a... actually, no, we're not going to put a battery box there. Sorry, we're going to put the battery box there. We're going to put a frame here. We're going to cover it, bar the bottom bit, in covers. Like so. And we're then going to put a frame motor in here. And now obviously they always land the same way, so that's going to be pointing down. Give it one click and it should be facing the right direction. Find a lever. There's a lever. Place it on top. Click. and nothing happens because it's got no power. But you can either use solar panels, or you can just type bat in and collect a battery, which we're then going to chuck into the battery box. It's going to give it power. And the little blue things, there we go. Done. Shazam. Okay. It should be working. Now, this little solar array is to power this monstrosity. And I will connect it up, but that would take absolutely ages. So I'm going to really quickly put loads of batteries inside all of these battery boxes, just so I can show you that it does indeed move and everything should work. So see you in 2 seconds. 1, 2, maybe a bit longer than 2 seconds. I don't know, when I've filled it all up. Right, so that was like 2 seconds. That was okay. It was 2.5 seconds for you. I'm gonna make sure that was a 2.5 second fade. Okay, that was a 2.5 second fade. To cut to when I actually have put a little bit of power in each of the battery boxes, so I will be able to show you the motor in action. Right, so we need to set this wireless remote. Let's do up and down first. Let's go up. And so when I click this, I am just going to quickly. I know what I'm going to do. Because as soon as I start pressing this balloon here is also going to start moving around because it's the same frequency. So I'm just going to spin these all around quickly, which will stop any signals getting to these frame motors, and will stop this balloon messing itself up by going up and down into things when it's not meant to be. Okay, so let's go up. I haven't set up. That was anticlimactic. Right, the up one is not that one. It's the one over here. I was worried for a moment there. I was like, oh no, it hasn't gone up. Ooh! Oh, we went up. I by accidentally clicked it when I was meant to be shift clicking to go and get the down one to set on that. So let's make it go down. Ta-da! So there you go. It goes up and it goes down. Isn't that cool? And up. There we go. And now let's watch it go north, east, south, and west. Let's start with north. There it is. North. There we go. Good. South. Excellente. East. The egg. And west. Movie. Brilliant. There we go. A completed frame motor, 6-directional thingamajiggy, 6-directional frame motor for a hot air balloon. There we go. I'm gonna have some kind of title name that. And obviously that's, yeah. So we're done. We're done this episode. Come back next time, and we will have a sentence ready to actually say. We will be creating the balloon to make it look like an actual balloon, and then we'll be going off on a little journey, and it will be nice. So join me next time. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, like, comment if you've got an idea on a tutorial you would like me to do, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Frame here, frame not there. Yeah, no, yeah, no, no.